Hello and welcome to today's practice called Good Morning Flow. We're going to emphasize movements that are gently stimulating for the mind and movements that help to increase circulation in the body. This helps to move out the sluggishness that often is still present when we first wake up, and the practice will help to prepare you for the day ahead. So we're going to begin seated. So I'm going to recommend sitting up on the edge of a blanket, a pillow, or a bolster, just to give your pelvis a little bit of height, which will allow for a slight tip of the pelvis forward versus a tuck of the pelvis under. So you can let your hands land on your thighs or in your lap. And just see if you can release and relax your shoulders down, creating some space in the sides of your neck. Stagnation of lymphatic fluid can cause us to feel more sluggish or heavy in the body and the mind. And one way that we assist lymphatic movement is through deep breathing. So as you're pausing here in this seated position, start to breathe with a little more intention so that the breath feels full, expansive, and complete. One last inhale and exhale here in the center. Okay, allow the eyes to softly open if you've had them closed. Take the left hand down by your left hip. As you inhale, your right arm is going to sweep up and over, bringing the body into a side stretch. You may have to walk that left hand out a bit. Then as you exhale, we'll come back to the center. Release the right arm down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, right arm sweeps up and over. Open through the right low back, ribs and underarm. Exhale, come back to the center. One more time. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and over. Lean to the left. Exhale, come to the center. We're going to take a twist, but before we do so, we're going to take this left leg and extend it out at an angle, maybe about 45 to 60 degrees, open to the left. Bring the right hand back behind you and let your left arm sweep across your body, connecting to your right leg. Now you can also feel free to keep the hand to the inner left leg and twist from there as well, whatever feels like it works better for your body. Now press out through your left heel, so much that you might even feel the left side of the pelvis slide a little bit forward. And we're going to hold in the twist, but we're going to rotate the head. You can start to move your head from right to left, turning the chin to the left shoulder and then the right. I find that coming into the twist and then doing some neck rotations helps me to release tension from the muscles of the neck and that run up through the back of the skull. One more time. Okay, and then as your head is turning back toward the center, you can bring the body back to the center. You can take this left leg and bring it back into that cross leg position. Inhale, let your chest draw through. So you come into a cow tilt in the pelvis and spine. Then as you exhale, round the back. Draw the tailbone under. Feel the navel draw in as your shoulder blades draw apart, and even tuck your chin just a bit. Inhale, neutral. Okay, I'm going to let the right hand come down to the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and over. Arc the body into that side stretch, and then exhale, come back up to the center. Inhale, left arm sweeps up and over. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, sweep up and over. Exhale, come back to the center. Now before the twist, take the right leg and extend it out in that 45 to 60 degree angle. Left hand going back, right arm either sweeping across the body or bring the right hand to the inner right knee. You can press out through that right heel so much that you feel your right sitting bone kind of slide a little bit forward. Now as you turn through the belly and the heart, hold the twist, but rotate the head a few times. As you release tension up through the throat, the neck, the skull, feel your eyes soften and relax. It's like you're relaxing the eyes into the sockets. As your head is coming back around to the center, bring the torso back to the center, and then you can recross the legs momentarily. Inhale, let your heart draw through. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, neutral. Before we move from this cross-leg position, a few sun breaths, inviting in the qualities of the sun. So inhale, circle, sweep the arms, reach up, exhale, prayer hands come together and down into the heart. So a sense of the warmth of the sun and the energy. Breathe in, circle, sweep. Exhale, prayer hands come into the heart. Inhale, circle, sweep. Exhale, prayer hands into heart one more time. Inhale, big circle, sweep. Exhale, bring the prayer hands down into the heart. Moving the body now into the table shape, so you can move the bolster, pillow, or extra blanket out to the side, keeping a blanket underneath of the knees. As you come to table, we'll do a couple cat-cow here. So spread through the fingers. Inhale, release the belly down to the floor, lift the heart. Exhale, press your hands and round through your spine. Inhale, release the belly, lift up through the heart. Exhale, press your hands and round through your spine. Inhale, release the belly, lift through the heart. Exhale, move into downward facing dog. Press the balls of the feet into the mat, engage through the core, and lift the knees up. Pedal out through your feet and your knees, beginning to open up through the arches of the feet and the backs of your ankles, up through your calves and the hamstrings. Okay. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. Take another deep breath in through your nose, and then as you're exhaling, you're going to lower your knees down into table. Walk your hands in toward the knees so that you come up to stand on the knees. Big circle sweep of your arms, widen up. One round of cactus arms here. Exhale, bend your elbows, open up through your heart and throat. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. So this motion is called the seed position. So you're going to exhale, sweep your arms wide. You're going to fold forward into a child's pose position. Now hands could tuck under the chest or come to the low back. Then as you inhale, sweep the arms back out wide as you rise back up to standing on the knees. Exhale, bend your elbows, Open through your heart and throat. Inhale as you re-extend your arms up, come into that seed shape again. So exhale, go wide with your arms, hands below the chest or to the low back as you fold in. We're going to do that flow one more time. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms wide and up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, seed, fold in. Now from that seed, we're going to walk the hands back forward, coming back into table. So just allow the hands to slide forward. Inhale, release the belly to the mat, lift the heart up, open through the throat. Exhale, press the balls of the feet into the mat, and then lift the knees, coming into the downward facing dog. Reach out nice and long through the crown of the head. And if there feels as though there's a lot of restriction in the backs of the legs, I invite you to let your knees bend. This will allow you to focus on creating more length in the spine. Now from this shape down dog, we're going to put the weight into the left foot. You're going to inhale, send your right heel up into down dog split. We're going to do a couple knee contractions here. You can always lower the left knee down and do these from table as well. You're going to exhale, curl your right knee into your chest as you round through your spine and take crouching plank. Inhale as your right heel re-extends up to the sky. Down dog split or table with the leg lifted. Exhale, curl your right knee in and round through your spine. Inhale as you re-extend the leg out. Again, exhale, curl the right knee in to the chest. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you curl the right knee in, step the right foot by the right wrist. So from table, you can step the right foot through as well. So from this shape of high lunge, we're gonna come up into warrior lunge. So you're gonna put a soft bend in this back left knee, ground down steady through the legs and the feet, and inhale, begin to sweep the arms wide and up as you bring the shoulders to stack over the hips. Now in the high lunge, we're gonna do a few rounds of that sun breath motion. So as you exhale, join your prayer hands. And bring your prayer hands down into your heart. As you inhale, circle sweep the arms wide and up. Exhale, prayer hands together and down into the heart. Last time. Inhale, circle the arms wide and up. Exhale, prayer hands coming together and down into the heart. We're going to lean the body just a little forward. We're going to transition into stork balance. So you can always lower your hands and transition to stork from there. Otherwise, keep the hands at the heart. Press off the left foot and lift the left leg up and forward into the stork balance. So draw the chin in, reach up through the crown of the head. So there's a lengthening action in the spine. Take a deep breath in. Now, as you exhale, left foot is going to land. We're going to come into chair. So bend the knees, sink the sitting bones, keep the prayer hands at the heart, or send the arms long by the sides of the face. Now, as the arms extend, that's a little more challenging for the low back. So just pay attention to how that feels. You can always bring the prayer hands back into the heart. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, bring the hands down. Send the sitting bones up toward the sky, and then inhale, halfway lift with the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Take a few cycles of breath here. From the down dog, we're going to go into down dog split with the left leg lifting. Now, remember, you can always take table, lower the knees, and lift the left leg in the table shape as well. We're going to do knee contractions from table or down dog. So exhale, curl your left knee in toward your chest. Press your hands in round your spine. And then inhale, send your left heel back up toward the sky. Exhale, curl the left knee in. Press your hands in round your spine. Inhale, send the left heel back up. Exhale, curl the knee in. Inhale, send the left heel up. This time we'll step through. So exhale, curl the left knee in. Step the left foot near the left wrist. You're going to put a soft bend in that back right knee. Stabilize down through the legs and feet, and inhale, go wide with the arms as you reach up into warrior lunge. Exhale, bring the prayer hands together, and then down into the heart. 2 more rounds of sun breaths. Breathe in, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, prayer hands coming together, and down into the heart. Last one. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and up. Exhale, prayer hands coming together, and then down into the heart. We're going to transition into stork balance, so lean the body a little forward. Remember, you can always lower the hands down to the floor, then transition up to stork. Otherwise, put a bend in your right knee, and then sweep the right leg up and forward. Press the hands together and feel your collarbones broaden. Draw the chin slightly in and focus the gaze. Steadying the gaze helps to steady the mind. Take one more breath in. Now as you exhale, chair. So right foot is going to come down, bend your knees, sink your sitting bones, keep the collarbones broad, draw the low front ribs in. Prayer hands can stay at the heart, or you can send your arms long by your ears. I like this pose because it creates stability and strength in the lower body, but also creates warmth, builds heat, and the arms are by the ears, creates a little bit of lightness as well. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands coming down, sitting bones reaching up as you bow inward to the legs. Inhale, halfway lift with the spine. Exhale, plant the hands and step the feet back into downward facing dog. From this downward dog, you can stay here, or inhale, bring your hips forward into plank with the knees up or the knees down. Exhale, bends at the elbows, lower down to the chest and ribs, untucking your toes, and inhale, curling up into cobra, and then exhale, downward facing dog. We'll hold for about 5 rounds of breath here. All right, one last round of inhale and exhale. We're going to lower the knees into wide knee child's pose. So as the knees come down, let them go a little wide so that the big toes can come a little closer. We're going to settle the sitting bones down toward the heels. Stack the palms. Rest the forehead on the stacked palms. Take a few cycles of breath here. Feel the breath expanding the back ribs, the breath expanding down into the pelvis. Okay, take your last round of inhale and exhale here. And we're going to come around back to seated. So come to the cross leg shape. As you arrive, let your hands come together at your heart in prayer as you sit tall. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Namaste.